Folks, hello, I'm Tom Kvik. Another rainy day in portions, essentially. And I'm getting my best rain in a while here. Probably had over 2 inches or around 2 inches rain out in eastern Rapides Parish. You can see the view there, Rapides Regional, dark skies continuing, but not the storm that Alexandria had yesterday so far today. We go up down towards Stellies and LeBeau. Get yourself something good to eat down there at the restaurant. And Market C. Puddles, they've had some rain in that area. Some pretty good totals, I think, across South Louisiana as well. And then our final cam, beautiful Toledo Bend. And it looks a lot better up there than it does down this way. Partly cloudy sky. But this weather, these storms kind of developing northward. Okay. And so later this evening, you might could get something up there, but I think it would be more isolated and not as strong as it is down here in central and south Louisiana for today. Look at radar and see what's happening with the showers and thunderstorms. You see that migration just kind of moving northward, developing northward, seeking the heat, seeking the instability that fuels these storms. Now, I'll get a little closer look and we'll see what's happening here. Outflow boundary to the north. Yeah, that's going to touch a little something off maybe in Sabine, Natchitoches, and Wynn parishes later on this evening. You see a pretty good area coming into those parishes across southeast Natchitoches. Much of Grant getting thunderstorms in the south and western portions of Grant. And then still that stubborn stuff in eastern Rapides right in here. That's what I'm under here. And so, like I said, I got 2 or 2+ inches rain, I believe, out of that deal so far. Put this into motion, and let me zoom out a little bit more, and we'll put it in motion for an hour and just kind of see how that is developing northward. Again, these outflow boundaries serve as miniature cold fronts. They hit the warm, muggy air, and since the warm, humid air is lighter, there's a little bit of a density or weight difference with these air masses here. It rises and creates more storms, so look for that to happen. In fact, you can see already 2 or 3 developing right there along the line. So I think it may have some showers and thunderstorms for you up north that haven't had anything yet. Well, good news. AL98, which had some potential to develop into a tropical system, is inland, not far from Brownsville, Texas. So the window is closed. AL98 will not develop into a tropical cyclone. But you see that cluster of storms in our area, a smaller cluster across South Arkansas, and another pretty good sized cluster up there in the Corn Belt, and then various areas of scattered showers and thunderstorms across these southeastern states. So beyond that, we check out your forecast, kind of your planner for the weekend. Now, if you're out for Friday evening activities, enjoyment, errands, and that kind of thing, well, I still think this model might be a little bit underdone in some locations, but I would take an umbrella with me just in case to be safe from the chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Going into Saturday morning, this is mid-morning grocery shopping, and I think we'll be okay there. Start getting warm and humid, and that will turn loose some more showers and thunderstorms, help that develop during the afternoon and into the evening. Coverage not as great as today or yesterday or the day before, I don't think. We're in a decreasing trend in the coverage after today as high pressure, kind of a heat dome, rebuilds across the United States east of the Rockies, or much of the United States east of the Rockies that will be included within. And so our rain chances will be lower. Sunday morning for church activities and services, we've got, I don't think, any issues there. It will be muggy though. So let's check out your tropical interest areas, and the good news here is not looking really at anything over the next week for potential development in the Atlantic Basin. We do have something though as far as other areas are concerned here in the Atlantic Basin, right in the middle of the Atlantic there. We have our first hurricane of the 2025 season in the Atlantic Basin, which includes the North Atlantic, Caribbean, and the Gulf of America. And so let me put this into motion. You can see our first hurricane moving to the west-northwest. It will continue to do so for about 2 or 3 days before it begins kind of a recurvature to the north. There's a weather system coming down the pike. Big high pressure cell is going to develop across the southwestern states. That will punch northward, force the jet stream northward. and there's got to be a compensating bend somewhere. So a trough, a little dip in the jet stream will take shape. So the air will start blowing like this across the central portion of the country into the Tennessee Valley and eventually toward the eastern seaboard. And that is going to save the United States, I think, from a hurricane hit. This is predicted to be a Cat 4. So thank God for the trough. It does its magic, folks. Now Bermuda, not so helped on a good forecast for those folks. But the thing is, hopefully it will travel kind of in that range, or what I call an alley between Bermuda and the east coast of the United States. Now the east coast, that eastern seaboard, will see some dangerous surf and rip currents from this big storm out in the Atlantic. So those folks need to watch out for that. But as far as a direct landfall, not anticipated unless something really crazy happens. 365 miles east of the northern Leeward Islands is the current location of Hurricane Erin. Maximum sustained winds are 75. The central pressure is 29.33 inches, which makes it a Category 1 on a 1 to 5 scale. So it's on the lower end now, but it will get stronger. Movement towards the west-northwest, 290. Remember, it was 265, so this represents still kind of a northerly turn in its motion at 17 miles per hour. And it has slowed down, which is kind of helping the structure stay intact. Rapidly moving tropical systems have trouble organizing. So 7-day forecast back here for us. Saturday, 30% chance of some showers and thunderstorms, 40% on Sunday, and that's right in line with what we typically see for the middle of August. Could be some fog, especially areas that got rain today. Could see a foggy start early in the morning. So I put a question mark by the AM fog, not to say that, well, is it going to happen or not, but to say, okay, it's going to happen, but some areas will be affected and some won't. Don't know exactly what your area is going to be like, though. But there will be some fog restrictions early. It's going to be hot during the day with that humidity as that fog lifts and that water vapor remains in the air. And finally, the heat dome begins to build there through the weekend, cuts the rain chances down Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures kind of hold steady, so the heat will continue to be with us. The heat dome doesn't look like it's going to last too long over our area. We'll see another hot day Wednesday, but we'll start to see another increase in the rain chances Wednesday as another pattern takes over. That pattern that I talked about that will keep Hurricane Erin away from the eastern seaboard is the same one that is going to create an increase in some showers and thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for us. So look for weather to come out of a northerly direction starting Wednesday. With that pattern change, you see a downturn in temperatures as well. In fact, that 90, 91, 72, 73 is right on target for lows. 90, 91 is below the typical of 94 that we see in the middle of August. All right, that's it from me, folks, and I appreciate you being with me. I appreciate your support for Semi Weather. Nick will be with you in the morning, and I'll see you in the PM hours for tomorrow. Have a super and a safe Saturday.